tutorial inspired by Mila Kunis' makeup look at the 2009 Emmys, and I was looking through photos today of the Emmys and all the celebrities and everything, and I saw her makeup look and I just thought it was the most beautiful thing and that I had to do it. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. It's kind of a soft red smoky eye with some dramatic liner, and the rest of the face kept really neutral and natural. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye. Okay, so first we want to put on our base, and I'm going to be using a paint from MAC in Structural Brown. And this is no longer available from MAC, but any sort of light brown base will do just fine, like a NYX pencil or anything like that. I'm just going to pat a little bit of that just on my lid. This is just going to provide a base for the eyeshadow, and it's going to kind of make the colors a little bit more intense and give them kind of a brown hue, because I'm using some reds and I want them to kind of be more of a muted red with a brown undertone. And then I'm going to be using Brulee first from MAC. It's this color right here. It's a matte, kind of a highlight color, but I'm using it just as this big Cargo No. 8 brush, and I'm just going to set it right here to kind of limit the amount of that dark red that will get further out. So it's kind of going to frame the eye, and you just want to drag it up towards the tip of your eyebrow. And then I'm going to take this color, and it's a limited edition color, Femme Fi, but you can find it online. It came out with the Neo Sci-Fi collection. I'm going to be using this as my highlight. It's kind of just a light gold highlight. So we have the highlight on. And next I'm going to put on my eyeliner. Just in my waterline, I'm going to be using Stila Kajal and Onyx. And I've had a lot of questions about how long this lasts, and all I can say is that it lasts a really long time. Longer than any other eyeliner I've ever used, so I really like it. And I really like the color intensity of it. I mean, it's super easy to put on. It's really dark. Then I'm going to be taking a small little pencil brush. This is from Hannah K Cosmetics. And Carbon by MAC. Or just any matte black that you have. And I'm going to set that waterline. This will just help that eyeliner last even longer. Next I'm going to be taking a really pretty color from MAC, and it's called Heritage Rouge. And it's a really pretty dark burgundy red color. I'm going to use a 217 brush to apply it. And it's so pigmented that I'm just going to take the amount that's in the lid and tap a little bit of it on and draw a V like that. And just start working it into the outer corner of my eye like this. You want to make sure the edges are really blended out and there's nothing harsh about them. And you also kind of want to blend it over and in, and we're going to be covering it up with a lighter shimmery shadow, so that's not going to look as dark. So that's pretty much the framework. And next I'm going to take another MAC pigment. This is called Apricot Pink. It's a really pretty shimmery pink color with kind of a peachy tone to it, and I'm going to use my MAC 242 brush, because I'm just going to be packing this onto my lid. I'm going to pack that in the inner corner like that. So you just want to put that on the inner half of your eye. So halfway and then over. Like that. And this is much shimmerier, so it's going to make more reflection towards the inside of your eye and pull your eye out and up. So that way you get a really nice shape to your eye, and it makes you look awake and a little bit more like refreshed. To blend it out, I'm going to use a 217 brush, and just no color on the brush, but then just kind of go up here. To line my eyes, I'm going to be using a Revlon Color Stay eyeliner in black. I love this liner. It's really soft, and I'm just going to draw a line across to make it a little thicker on the outside corner. Instead of this liner, you could use a liquid liner, anything that you like, as long as it's black, and you can make a line that looks kind of like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. Again, we're always going to cover it with eyeshadow. I always do that. So I'm just going to be taking an angled eyeliner brush and my favorite MAC eyeshadow ever, Signed Sealed. It's really dark, beautiful plum kind of a color. And I'm also going to draw a really light kind of eyeshadow line with that same eyeshadow and liner brush along my lower lash line, because you want it to have kind of a smoky feel. So even though we already have liner in the waterline, we want it just along the actual lashes where they connect. And we're going to start out by making this a little bit smokier than we want, and then we're going to take some away. Take that same highlight brush that you were using, and the same highlight color. Femme5, that shimmery one. And you're going to set it right beneath here. I'm just going to kind of create this smoky illusion, but add a little bit of shimmer. I'm going to put on one coat of mascara, and then I'm going to put on lashes. And I'm using Ardell's 117 lashes. I already have them on this eye. And then I will be right back. Okay, so we finished the eyes completely, and now we're going to do the cheeks, and I'm going to be using a really pretty blush by NYX, and it's light, so because the eyes are, you know, pretty colorful, I didn't want to do too much on the cheeks. So this is Mauve by NYX. It's really close to my skin tone, but it's just going to add a little bit of definition. And I'm just going to be using a really big brush by Sugar. It's a kabuki brush. And the reason I'm doing this is because I don't want any precise application. I just want kind of a wash of color. Like that. And it's going to give me less intense color, but a, you know, more natural kind of a look, because it's not going to be applied all in one place. And I'm also going to use this because it is this great kind of tone. It's not coming out as pink on this camera as it is in real life, but it's kind of a pink bronzer. So I like to kind of wash it over the face as well to give it a little bit more color and a little bit of a bronzer tone without being really, really dark bronze, but just kind of a little bit pinky and give you a little bit of life. And I'm going to line my lips first with Rimmel's lip liner in East End Snob, my favorite kind of nude color, because it really just is kind of very close to the color of my lips, but a little bit lighter, so it creates a really great base for a color to sit on top of. Okay, so we have the lip liner on, and then I'm going to be using L'Oreal's Color Juice in Bubblegum. It's really nice, like light pink gloss, and it's really kind of sheer. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if you have any other questions now that the tutorial's over, please leave them below. And I really appreciate you guys subscribing and rating and favoriting and everything else that you can do to my video. I think that's about it. Commenting, did I say that? Yeah, commenting too is awesome. So thanks so much for watching, and there'll be more tutorials coming up very soon, so please subscribe. Bye!